Narrowboat, narrowboat, narrowboat Will. Do you know the ladies say he's beastly?
In my last couple of vlogs, you've seen me sort of swapping these gearboxes over, and people have been asking me, why did you swap gearbox in the first place? Well, look, I've done thousands of miles on this gearbox, and I thought it'd be on its last legs, to be honest. All the stick it's had. So I thought, somebody gave me that gearbox, I changed the seals, cleaned it out, and I put that one on to see if it's any better. It's the same ratio, it's 2-to-1 gear ratio. That's what the D2 stands for. The D2 is 2-to-1 gear ratio, so it's the same gearbox basically, but just a more modern one, you know. So it's working nicely, and it's still working nicely now.
That mount has collapsed. Can you hear it?
While I was fitting the gearboxes last time, I noticed that the engine mount had collapsed on this one here. So in this vlog, I'm going to change the engine mount and align the engine, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. What I've done is I've put a load of silicone sealer under there and retightened it down. I think in future, when I get these new, I think it's good practice for all of us boaters to silicone these mounts to protect them, because they just deteriorate. Any oil, any grease, any fuel gets on them, they just disintegrate almost immediately, like they're made of cheese or something. What are they making them from, eh? Mine are brand new, they're only 2 years old. Gone already. I decided to have a go at changing this engine mount in situ. I've got it all loose. I'm just trying to lift this engine on the front enough, hopefully just to slide it out, you know. Surely should be enough. Put a block underneath. I've got it up so far, just sliding it out. What I'm having to do is undo this engine mount, get this engine mount up, take that bracket off what I made, loosen that nut, and then lift the front of the engine up enough to get me out of trouble. There's some bloody weight in this thing, I'm telling you. I'm an absolute smidgen off there, look. Almost out. Why don't it come out? What is wrong with you? Why won't you come out? I knew they unscrewed these things from inside. Yeah, that's destroyed, isn't it? It certainly is now. It shouldn't turn like that. Look at this rubber, how it's gone. It's gone all goopy. See that? Because it's had some sort of oil on it. It just turns to nothing, look. Wow. Dear. Well, that one's on now. That one's on, but I'm going to have to align this engine because I've had so many things off. All the mounts don't seem to marry up. I've done enough for today. It's now 5 o'clock. I've been going since about 8 this morning to get this gearbox on, get its mount on. This mount, once I got that ratchet strap, it's so easy. Here's me going around the world trying to jack it. Oh, it's ridiculous. Right, okay. Chilling out now. I've had enough for today. This engine is sitting like that. So what I'm going to try and do today is get it, not like that, like that. I'm going to try and get it to level. Then I'm going to sort of balance the front out, left and right and all that. So what I've done here is, you can see that red one there. I've just put my light somewhere else. Where can I put it? Where can I put my light? No, I put it there. Is that going to work? Put it over there. Is that going to work? Maybe that'll work over there. See that red bolt there, look? I'm going to put that feeler gauge through there. And what size is it? It's no particular size. Just get all the blades until it feels a slight resistance. So get your feeler gauge. Stuff it in there. Doesn't matter, no particular size. Just slots in nicely, look. Turn it to the left. If it starts to get really tight, then you know your engine needs to come back to the right a little bit. If you got really tight on that side, then you know your engine is really out of alignment that side. And it's still loose, so I had breakfast, so I can't lean any more forward. Same underneath. That is actually pretty good, so I'm going to leave the engine. Just going to tighten all these mounts up, then check it again, and that's it then really. That's how you align it. That's how you align an engine. It's very hard to explain, is it? If you've not done it before, you're probably thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Well, it's depending on where your engine's facing. That's a little barometer of where your engine is, you know, up or down, left or right, like that. So if that went tight on that side, it means my engine's too far over that way. If it went tight on that side, I mean the engine's too far that way. So you need to straighten your engine up or down, to get the right feel all the way around, you know, on the feeler gauges. These were just, but they seem perfect all the way around. I'm amazed. When I first did that, it was a mess. This engine was all over the place. So I'm going to tighten up these mounts now. Try again. Right, everything is tightened down now. All the mounts have tightened down properly. I've just got to check. I've just got to recheck that this is all right. I've got to recheck that. Yeah, and to the side. There's a tolerance of, I think, about 0.10 millimeters or something. That's good, that side. I'll check that side. Yeah, that's still good. I'll check the underneath. Wait a minute, keep it on. Try and hold it. If you was on your own, you'd do it with 2 hands. I'm holding a camera. Right, put that underneath. Yeah, I'm happy that's good. So that is aligned. So it means the engine's aligned. It means everything's straight. It means you're not putting any unnecessary force either side, top to bottom, on that coupling, which destroys them. And they're sort of a neoprene anyway, so they can handle a little bit of flexibility. But okay, right, job done. All I've got to do now is just recheck the oil level. But easy to check on these. Yeah, that's in that groove. I'll take that. That's perfect. These take a lot less than my old gearbox. Feels like it. Feels like 500 mil or something. But I didn't measure it. There we are. That's job done, I think. It needs a good test run now to see what gives up and what doesn't. Okay. I'm not joking. Leaning, a couple of days of leaning in there. You know, just leaning over there. Your stomach and ribs are on there, and your legs are over here somewhere. My God, my left buttock is killing me today. Just stretching forward all the time. And you can't do it on a breakfast or a big lunch. I don't know how these mechanics manage with these engines like this. Well, there we are. My beautiful engine's got a new gearbox. Let's see how long it lasts, shall we? I'm going to go strip that one next. Strip that. New seals. Check the clutch. Give it a clean out inside. Give it a clean down, and then there we go. No more knocking. I'm going to lean on it. And that was knocking before. Wow. When I was ticking over, when I was on tick over, going just knocking like that. When I lean on it, it was knocking. Oh, I'm so relieved. I had a spare. I'm so relieved I had a spare engine mount. Because I'm sort of a novice, the next stage is going to be sort of a good test run, you know, take the boat out, get it really hot, front, forward and reverse and all that, just to test it out and then check for leaks and stuff. That's the next stage, so stay tuned for that, rippers. I've just opened this gearbox, and I'll tell you what, I am shocked at how clean that gearbox is inside. It's unbelievable inside, because I keep changing the oil. It's so clean in there. It is so clean. I can't believe it. Doesn't even need washing. Just shows you regular oil changes, doesn't it? Oh, it keeps your engine clean or your gearbox clean, whatever clean, you know. Still plenty of meat on that clutch, isn't there? I think that clutch is alright, you know. After all this time, they take some stick, these things. Take some stick down. There's still plenty of meat on that, isn't there? I can see signs of wear there, lot. Well, this gearbox has done quite a few. Take that out there. This gearbox has done quite a few, you know, 1,000 miles since 2004. That's quite hard. That's gone rock hard. So I'll change that seal for a new one. The bearings don't look all scored or anything, do they? That's the new seal in. I literally just push that in with my fingers, you know, just push it down gently like that. This one I'm going to put on last because this moves quite a lot until you get it in to its box and it all secures it, so it'll solid then. So I'm going to put this one, there's no lip to tap it down to. I know that's 4mm, just tap it 4mm down, you know. Clean all that grease, I'll put fresh grease on. Getting there. I enjoy these gearboxes. They're pretty straightforward-ish type thing, you know. I think with this gearbox, I'm just going to oil all the components up and put it in and save it as a spare. Actually, it's still good, really. I can still put this straight on and, you know, use it again. So yes, it is worn. Ideally, I'd want to change all the bearings and the clutch. The clutches are like £400–500, I think. So this will do as a good spare. And I just want to quickly say thank you to Darren who gave me that original gearbox. I'm absolutely such a privileged position to be, you know, a YouTuber, to people to help me and stuff sometimes, you know. It's just amazing. So thank you all you for your comments as well. It's great. Just got to put some of this really thick silicone sealer on it, which is a bit strange, you know. Why couldn't they put an O-ring on something, you know, copper washer, or torque everything down and then stick this under my bed, and this is going to be good as a spare. That's the old seals. You can see that one was all right, wasn't it? You can see that this one was leaking, so it was ready for that's me ripping it out. Of course, that, see, it's all wet. That's what I'm talking about. So that seal had gone, so needed a rebuild, didn't it? Or needed new seals, whatever, clean out thing. Thank you and good night. Here we are again, another Sunday, just like that, bam. Wow. Today, got myself a little drone. I saw it working. 20 quid. 12 golf balls for, is it 2 quid? £2. So colourways, 6 colourways, 6 Strixons for into golf. So I'm hoping I get some shots with this. Fingers crossed. I need to charge it, just some research, blah blah blah. I've seen it working. Got to download the app. Hopefully the filming app's good. Wow. What are you doing? It's very rare. They come and peck you just to let you know that they're there, and they want payment. Just paid you an enormous amount of Grain Mafia from the Grain Mafia box. let's just give them some more grain mafia from our lovely Sue lot. What she's Oi! What are you spitting at me for? Don't you think you're going to spit? I'm not going to feed you. Simple as that. Cheeky buggers, aren't they? They love it. He's not interested, lot. Excuse me. Your payment's here. And that one's going to eat all of your pay packet. Give him a bit more. Got a nerve, haven't they? They're really cocky. They come and peck you, knock your boat, tap your windows, and when you try and give them something, they spit at you. Like a swear word in swan language, that is. That's swearing. This worked a treat, but I hit the sofa, and this screw, the screw thread's gone. Or is it that one? Screw thread went, so I've had to lock tight that screw in now and just wait for it to dry. It just keeps hitting this. It seems to be working great, but bloody flying thing, that's another matter. It takes real skill. If you want to watch Taylor's aboard and watch their skills in flying these things, Josh, he's amazing. He goes through bridges, he flies around like that, he goes over trees, gets caught in trees, drops it in canals, but apart from that, he's pretty good at flying them. Just got this party boat coming down, and then I'm going to reverse over there to get some water first. Oh, it's got to aim for that gap up there. Come on, babe, we can do this. We're getting there. We're getting there. Bit of forwardness. Bit forward. Turning. We are the worms that turn. I'm going to check the gearbox for leaks. Two young kids just passed me on this boat. It must have been about, the young kid must have been about, I don't know, 8, 9, 10. The older kid was about 13, 14, driving this boat flat out. See the water, so it's all disturbed. I saw the wake and I saw the boat coming towards me. Young kids on a little boat on a cruiser. I don't know what the age. I don't know what age it is. You can cruise a boat. I'm not sure, to be honest. Is there an age? Nice to know. They're having a great time, bless them. permission. You have to pay for it, I'm not sure. But apparently the same amount of water is coming into the canal that was up there before, so I don't know how long it's going to take 41 miles of canal to go up an inch. How much would that be in water? Just 1 inch? Mine's 12 inches. Tits and misses. Bloody hell, they're all at it round here, aren't they? Eh? Bit of wildlife porn out my window. What the? They've got no morals over these ducks. This is the grain mafia bosses, these are. This is what's causing this. This is the corruption of this area. This is how corrupt it's going. Yeah, off he goes, look. Not caring the world. Not bothered. Right, done my business, now I'm off. I don't know. What's it coming to? What I'm doing today is, or now, I'm actually going to climb in to the canal. Got my shorts on. I'm going to black where it's above the waterline. Now the boat's such a big tilt, I've cleaned it. I'm just going to black the boat. I've got to be very careful that I can't spill any blacking in the water because you've got the cows here and everything. So I've got rags and stuff. Anything spills in the water, I'm going to clear it straight up. So don't you panic. And the black's not touching the water. It's going to be dry. It'll be dry within 4 hours, but I'm going to leave it a couple of days to dry. Then I'll put the boat back on its side again. So it's the blacking's in the water then, you know. Just like in a dry dock, really. I'm so far that way over. I thought while the boat's like that, see it? I want to get the paint out on the side. Please, look. Oh God, let me not come over here. Start demanding payment. I ain't got any payment for you. I ain't got any grass. So what, climbing this water? It's quite warm. I mean, the water seems fairly warmish. See how low it is, can't you, still? Can't move, I can't do anything yet, so while I'm... Oh, right, so that what goes in the water, is it? I'm going to wee in the water. Ugh, oh no, I'm going in as well, aren't I? Anyway, I'm cracking on, I'm not looking about. I've got some blacking left. Got plenty of rags, card. I've got a brush. Funny enough, you spill it on the water surface, the blacking, and you just brush it off like a... It doesn't go into the water, it stays on the surface, you just brush it off. It's weird. It's really easy, actually. So I'm going to crack on.